all twisted up. Age equals to 13. Age is bar mitzvah. Grave equals to 53. The difference is 40 in blue. Blue is for boy. 53, I like to say it's electric company for the 3 and 5, which is the reverse of 2 and 4. I'm going to just show you that over here. 3 and 5 is the reverse of 2 and 4. 5 and 3, 2 and 4. Sometimes I work one way, sometimes I work the other way. So working alone, I have too much leeway. So in Roman numerals, we can go V1, V11, V111. Now if we go V1 one way, can't we go V1 the other way? So 4 would be 6, 7 would also be 3, and 8 would be 2. That would basically be our AB3, 1, 2, 3 vibration with the E world, that 5, that E world, that EE, that EI, EIO, that rotation. When you use EI, it ends up to be 5, 10, 15, 1 and 5 is 6, 9, 9, 9 for I, 27, 2 and 7 is 9. We're living in the OI world. When you put O and I together, it looks like a 10. It's also O and I is 9 and 5 is 14. That's AD. It's two separate worlds. AD is separated. A and I is separated. A and E is separated at A, B, C, D. Where this comes about is we work in patterns of 3, just like in Rubik's Cube. Just like over here, we never have more than 3 in any way. The only time we have 4 is when you're looking at the 4 corners. When you're looking at the 4 corners, when you're looking at the 4 on the inside. If I was to be counting odd numbers, I'd count this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. If I was to be talking about doors, I'd be talking about this one to this one, this one to this one, this one to this one. Or this one to this one. You see the 2, 4, 6, 8? They all pass. Right? They can go on flat. You don't put a door in the corner. If I put a door in the corner and I chop each one of these off, I got an octagon. The octagon will show me I'm connecting to 4 areas other than having the cross in the center. This is that reality. The reality I'm also living with is orange and red are opposite of each other. 60 and 27 is 87, telling me about 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is a gateway. 65, 11, and the yellow, 92, 11, coming together. So 92 and 65 is 157. I know that's coming out of Mars and a moon. G&E, 5G, 5G TV. I know it's a gateway. I know it creates number 42. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. There's now going to be a division in the gateway between 8 and 6. House planet. House planet is Earth or Mars. Which one do you want to go with? 51. The Mars gets reversed. Well, where does 53 come into play? 53 divides the gate with 42. 42. 2 on where the 5 is, 4 where the green is. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. Value is the cat. It's also dividing everything up into thirds. And when we divide things up into thirds, we're talking about this. Okay, there's many versions. You can say 1, you can say 2, you can say 3. There's 1 in the center, there's 1 side, there's 1 side down. There's 2 opposite sides, and when you look at that side and you compare it to this, it tells me it's 7. It tells me that it's 7. It tells me that it's 7. At the same time, when it's telling me 7, it's showing me 3 voided in the center that you don't have here. You have 3 here. When you flip it around, you have 8 that surround 1. So you want to know what 1 is doing? What 1 does? 1 is the center or the heart of 8. So if we use these as just say 8, the value of this is 1/8. So each one of these becomes 1 part. And this is the heart of it. So there's 8 around 1. Now we notice that we're 9 here. We notice that there's 9 over here. There's a total of 9 areas. Add them all up, it equals to 45. I want to add up 45 or 4.5. I'm going to take my camera down here. 1 plus 4.5, 55. 10 minus 4.5 is 55. The A, B, C, the B, C, D, and the A, B, C, D. If you notice in here, there's no D4. If you notice in here, there's no A1. So inside of here, it's 5 and 1 equaling to 6. Over here, right? Over here, there's no D over here. There's no D over here. There's no A inside of this one. Sorry, it was supposed to be this one here. So it'd be 5 and 4 equaling to 9 because A is inside of this. Here it's BCD, which is a total of 9. This one's ABCD. It is a total of 10. How should I be marking this? Go BC? Yeah, that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to go BC 5 plus D4. What's not in over here? Giving me my 9 and 6 rotation. This one is my ABCD. Now the next step is once I get ABCD, right? This is 1A, this is 5E, this is 9I. We are going to play these three over here, 2, 3, 6, versus 4, 7, and 8. And if you notice, they'll all be our 10s. This is our basic gateway to what is 1, 5, and 9. It's 2, 3, but 4 is on the other side. Here is where our 99 comes in. Here is where my 11 comes in. Here is where my 7 and 13 comes in. My 7 and 13, 1 and 6, 7, 4 and 3, 7, 5 and 2, 7, 7 and 6, 13, 4 and 9, 13, 5, 8 and 5, 13. You notice it's 2 over and 1 up. And then it could be 1 up and 2 over. And then it can be 2 down and 1 over is 9. And then 1 over and 2 up is 11. Then 2 over and 1 down is 13. Then 1 down and 2 over is 7. And 2 up and 1 over is 8 through 11. And 1 over and 2 down is 8 and 1 through 9. Then 2 over and 1 up is 7. Then I go 1 up and 2 over and etc. I can go over here 7. I can go over here 13. So we have to understand. So when we're doing this, I believe we're playing, is it the rook? What is it in the game of chess, that move that we do? It's a 2-1 move. It's an A, B move. So yes, I wanted to finish off with this piece over here, right? The heart. Sky pass. This is the fox in your sky pass. Here's all your numbers, right? Now the horse is number 65. It's also the opposite of your base creation of 1 and 2 is 5 and 6. That's for horse. This will also mathematically bring together your 1 and 4. This is the horse. This is 3. This is 7. This will create 41 or 14 or 41. This will create an 11. 1 and 1, 6 and 4, 10, 5 and 5, 10. This is going to create 5 and 5, 10 to 5 and 5, 10. So we have to bring everything perfect. The same thing with these dice cubes. We have 1 and 6. We bring 2.5 Earth. We have 2 and 5. We bring 1.5 Mars. So you see the separation in the Earth number brings on Mars. The separation in this number over here brings on Earth. Then you have 3 and 4. Okay, bringing on 0.5. So here you have Y, and here you have O, and here you have E. The E world of Yo, Yom Kippur, Yo Alev. This mathematics here will bring me to 17. This mathematics here will bring me to 11. 8 and 2, the cycle that we run. This is my gateway, 17. It will create 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 78. This one over here is going to tell me about the queen. Look at that. It just happens to show me the queen and the king. King is coming out of Mars. King is coming out of my 11 creation. 17Q for queen, and the jack. And here's the P. Look at that. My reverse for king happens to be number 16. Jack becomes your mirror, your J. 27 and 27, the 16th letter and the 10th letter. This will become 1 and 8. They're united together. This one becomes 7 and 2. They're also united together. 2 dots with 7 open areas. 1 dot with 8 open areas. One is the spirit, the other is the house. Alpha, beta. Alpha, beta. What is alpha, omega? Right? Alpha in omega. I don't like to do it this way, so I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to do, let me see, I went this way, and I only went by 1, so I went by 1 and then up. Did I do that right? No, something's wrong over here. Oh, because I did that one. It should have been this one, I think. So I shouldn't have done it that way. I should have did it this way, then this way. 1, 2. Anyways, it's got to be something like this, sitting on that line with an area space in between over here for the alpha omega to understand how 1 and 2 comes together. It keeps changing. It becomes the same, but there's different formulas with 1 and 2. What you're going to do with 1 and 2, what it creates 1 and 2. I'm not explaining it properly, obviously, because I can't vision exactly so many realities, or I can't explain so many realities to where it's absolutely true. The word dial is 26. The word dead is 14. It's just so happens that the Z and the N look the same. One is 8, one is 5, silver spirit matrix. I did want to put this back into it. We're amateur, and I started to talk about this like 25 times. A professional could be chopped up as 4, 11, 11, 11, 4. Amateur starts with am, as for soul. The difference between multiplying by 6 and multiplying by 9. Here, 9 by 6 is 54. 6 by 24 is 144. This creates the sun, the IT system. This creates the half-life, dividing the day with the night. 4 times 4, 4 plus 4, 168 hours in the week. Here's my 9 by 28 versus my 9 by 24. This one is showing me that 2160 is the diameter of the moon. 2520 is only telling me about when I add up the odd numbers, it's 25. When I add up the even numbers, it's 20. But I don't know if it means it that way. See, there's 2 ways to do this. I can do a diamond shape for the even numbers, or I can do this, having 5 as an even or impartial number, the twin sexes. Inside the moon is this number. I like to think this is the female number, right? But what do you insert into the area 5, right? One of the 5s that does come in is it's the 0.5 that comes in. And in between 2 numbers next to each other, the 0.5 shows up. 7.5, that'll be the moon, into 8. 8.5, that'll be your birth, into 8. 5 and 6, 5.5, your sky pass, into 5. Between here and here, it's going to be 4.5. It's the Fox pass, and be here between 9 and 11. Here it's 1.5 Mars. Here it's 2.5 Earth. When we bring it from here to here, I come from here, I go here, I go to 3.5, 8. And here I go to 6.5, 11, 2. And that becomes my 2/8 cycle. 5 plus 1.5. Everything up and down is 1.5. Everything sideways is only 1. From here to here is 1. Sorry, it's only at 0.5. 0.5 to get to the center. 1.5 to get to the center. So it's 0.5 and 1.5. So it's E and O, working both ways. E and O. Last part about this video. Time is 1:11. Sorry, time is 1:11. 71 minutes. 111 minutes is 151. 151 is 111 minutes. 222 minutes is 3 hours 42 minutes. 222 is 2 times 71 minutes. Where's my well, where's the eraser? Oh, here it is. .333 is 5 hours 33 minutes. 3 hours 33 minutes is 3 times 71. If you want to get to here, everything stops. 2 days ago, it was the 125th day of the year. 5 times 5 times 5. Becomes 915, becomes 555. It's the halfway heart of everything split, meaning that when I add up 1 over to 36, it equals to 555. Now, if I want to get to the center of this, which is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, I might just go and use this number over here. So I would go 666 minus 37, right, to get to the heart of this, right? The heart is over here, right? Or should we be using the heart over here or the heart on over here and using the 18.5 times 6 equals to 60 and 48. And 3 equaling to 111. I minus this from here, I get 629 in this number over here. This number over here will equal to 111, and that will equal to here. And that 151, 77, and 74 equals 151, and you'll be looking at matter 77, and you'll be looking at energy 74. So 444 is also the reverse of 333. This would be 7 hours 420 plus 24, or 724 during the week. This will be like this. So here we have now the ironic thing about that is everything switches, right? There's a switch off in this, and the switch is when we arrive here, it switches. 6, 1 and 5, 6, 2 and 4, 6, 3 and 3, 6, 4 and 2, 6, 5 and 1, 6. And we're going to continue up, and now you're going to see 12, 12, 12. 12, 1 and 2 is 3. And we go up to the next section, right? What is that next section? Is it going to be that? 60, 1, 1, 1, 1 divided by 60 equals to, we're going to go to 18 hours. 18 times 60 equals to 1080. 1080. I'm just trying to see where the 1080 is, right? I got 1080 and 31. So we got to go to 1831 to understand that fashion over here, right? So I got 18 hours, I got 1080 plus 30. Now I want to go to 2222, unless you want me to go to another double digit number over here like 1222. But over here, I got 2222, right, divided by 60. I have 37 hours, right? 37 times 60 equals to 222. This is going to be part of 1776. This is actually the number that ends the center of all numbers of 36. So we have 2220, and then you're going to have 02. So what happens when we go to 3333? So we go 3333 divided by 60 equals to 55 times 60 equals to 3300. So it was 55 times 60 is 3,300. So what you're going to have is you're going to have 33 minutes left over. We're back to 6-6. Look at that. The 5s match up. The 3s match up. The 2 matches up over here. The 1 matches up over here. Let me do this again. 55 times 60. 33 divided by 60 equals, look at that number, 5555. 5555, just ironic. So if I go to 4444, 4444 divided by 60, look at that. I got 74 hours. Obviously it's double, right? And then you got 0.6 left over. So we got another 6, and in the 4 range we have another 6. So I know once I get to the 7 range, or 7777 divided by 60, I'm going to get that 6, 1 coming back into 7. I'm just trying to think if I went too far. Anyways, I think I overdid my stay with this. You get the gist of this matter over here. I think I went a little bit over the top. Another piece in here, I'm going to probably bring this up in more videos, is when I add up, in order for me to get to this number, right? I'm going to do this in the next video. If you want to see the next video, come and see this and how I get to these numbers. Thank you for watching this video.